With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Record.
Newton on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Newton. Caught by Allen. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Ready? Right there to 3.
They'll run it with the 85 MVP, Marcus Allen. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on second down. Newton, his throw incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Bree's going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. From just shy of midfield, Breeze throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas, and it's 3rd and short.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete, and the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 2nd down, Ingram takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Breeze going to go on 4th down. Open man is Michael Thomas. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Pat Tillman, the legend, in on the tackle. Throwing on 2nd down. Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Kenny Stills there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. It's the hometown guys with a football here to begin this 2nd quarter of play. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st down, Allen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Newton steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Going for the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Set, ready? 15, line it. 15 line.
Now a 5-time All-Pro. Here's Gale Sayers. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Young. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Box drop.
Looking to throw on second down. Young. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Throwing. Young. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Credit the sack to Von Miller. After the sack on 1st down, Young throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holt. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play in this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Here's Steve Young, and this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down. Young will lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now here's Young, rolling to his right. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. 4th down, Young. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Marcus Davenport. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now Breeze on third down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. That one goes for 24 yards. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Breeze hands to Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Shotgun now for Breeze. It's complete to Hopkins. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 42-yard line. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so second and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Breeze going to try and throw on third down. That's complete to Christian Okoye. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll run it with Kamara. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
One man in the backfield. That's Ingram on second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram taking it in. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. They keep it with Barkley on first down. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Dancing to his left. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Young working out of the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw, Young being chased out left. Now he's going to go deep down. This is caught inside the 15. Previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
You got 3, Go.
From the gun, Steve Young forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
To throw is Young. To throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 12-yard touchdown grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jan Stenerud on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Ingram again, a first down carry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, hey, we talked about the AFC playoff picture. Let's look at the NFC. That's a different story. You've got Dallas and Philly neck and neck in the East. Then Green Bay, New Orleans, and San Francisco as division leaders. But with only 2 more wild card spots, going to be some good teams left out in the cold in January.
Yeah, because right now you got Seattle at 7-2, Minnesota 6-3. They would be in as of right now. But the Rams, 5-3, Carolina, and whoever doesn't win the East out of either Dallas or Philadelphia, this is going to be a heck of a battle, isn't it? People are going to have an effect on this conference with every game that's played, maybe even teams that aren't in the conference. If you lose to someone, anyone, it could knock.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Luke Kuechly, his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Steps away to his left. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
General West.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Ready? You ready?
Breeze now on first down. He finds Hopkins complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
21.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Breeze now to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. On second down at 4. Breeze. That one complete to Okoye. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Vick will look to throw on first down. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Breeze now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
That one covers 29 yards, first down. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. First and 10 right at the 20.
Check 31, check 31. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Grab.
It's a give to the right. Ingram. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from the 20. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Gordon. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll try to throw it here. Vick dancing to his left. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A good pickup there at 22. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They'll run it with the 85 MVP, Marcus Allen. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Throwing, Vick. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hold on. You. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On 4th down, Vick. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Breeze. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 28-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
95, 56. Check, 53.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And Stills bringing it in. And he is in. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing on second and 8. Vick forced out to his left. That is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Mike 50. Check.
On 3rd down, Vick. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, check Mike 50.
They will indeed go for it. Vick, it's complete. Swings it out to his running back. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 34 yards. And they are able to to strike first here on their opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 36, Vick steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the 45 on second down, Vick buying time to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down. A first carry for the Hall of Famer, Marcus Allen. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the 24, Vick dancing to his left. He'll run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we talked about this at halftime, but I don't think either one of us expected it to continue. Michael Vick has been bottled up in this game. This defense has done a fantastic job of containing his running ability.
It is so rare. They could never contain him back in the day. Remember 2006 when he set the single-season record with over 1,000 rushing yards. On 3rd down, Vick. And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A big effort that time out of Ingram. Give him 55 yards on the ground. Now Breeze. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Breeze to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down.
5-9. Hey, orbit. 52, come on.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. It's complete. Stills. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And that'll set him back 5.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to run with Ingram, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
CD, we're already firmly in the month of November, so I want to go ahead and take a look at the AFC playoff picture.
Right now, division leaders, New England, Baltimore, Houston, and KC. If it ended today, the wild cards would go to Buffalo and Indianapolis. And you think those are going to be the 6? Probably some shuffling along the way.
There will be some shuffling along the way, maybe more in seeding than in actual teams, because when you're looking at who's in the wild card hunt right now, Pittsburgh, Oakland, both 4-4. Tennessee.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Here we go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Being chased out left. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
52, hey, easy.
27. Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 27 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on second and long. Vick forced out to his left. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From the 41, Breeze. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Breeze hands to Ingram. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Breeze. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
Let's see if they're trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Stepping aside from this game for a second, how about us being in Week 10 of the NFL season right now? That makes me want to resurface that MVP talk we had earlier in the year. Who do you have right now leading in the MVP race?
Is this quarterbacks edition only, or can we actually bring other people into it?
Yeah, go wherever.
Because the league does tell you that MVP can be anyone, but numbers show us it's really got to be a quarterback. So let's just start there, right? Russell Wilson in Seattle. I think he has to be a prime guy. I think you have to look at Tom Brady, all right? It's always Tom Brady. Patrick Mahomes, if he can get back into the lineup and be his usual self, he could get into this race again and maybe defend his crown. And Aaron Rodgers from Green Bay has really come on in recent weeks despite a stumble against the Chargers this past week. But how about Lamar Jackson? I mean, what he's doing with Baltimore and their win over New England, you got to have him as a prime candidate. And you know how much I love Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, he's a special one, isn't he?
Oh, he is absolutely special because he does it all. And if they weren't risking injury, he'd run back kicks, too.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. You bet.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Ready?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Breeze now. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Running on 1st down, Eckler. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, Vick steps away to his left. And that's complete to Cooks. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Marcus Allen, 34 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gostkowski the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them down on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast, doesn't it? Tackles like that, just the tip of the iceberg when you start to talk about his talents.
He was their second pick after the move to Baltimore. What was that, 96?
Yeah, 1996. Jonathan Ogden was the first.
And Ray Lewis also two-time Super Bowl champion and the MVP of Super Bowl 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 46 yards on the ground. Ingram again, a first down carry. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Breeze going to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and goal, New Orleans.
Set. Yellow lady. Easy opposite.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mike's 50.
Throwing on 2nd down. Vick. He'll get this to Eckler. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Buying time to his left. He gets it to Cooks. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Vick to throw it, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Von Miller in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Mike's 50. So don't say nothing. Mike's 50.
Another try after the first down sack. Vick will find his tight end. That's Waller. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point.
Well, 2 touchdowns scored. I know his team's happy. His coaches are happy. How about the fantasy owners of this game?
Always happy with 2, but they'd like 3 or 4. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Ingram. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On third down, Mark Ingram. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And Lutz's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shea.
G fucking G nigga. Emoji flexed biceps with medium dark skin tone. Pizza break. Be right back.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now Newton on first down. He gets it to Thomas. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. There he goes left side. Touchdown Titans. A big play there. 63 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Breeze. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. He finds Hopkins complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line.
95-56, 95-56.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Here's Breeze. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. To throw, it's Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Anthony Barr. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Newton on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Newton now to throw. Newton's Super Bowl nemesis, Von Miller, in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. The 40, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening. Now Newton. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He was also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2 defensive players who won the MVP award in the NFL. The second one, Alan Page with the Minnesota Vikings, the linchpin of their Purple People Eaters defense.
Now Breeze on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So now fourth down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 24.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. Give him 32 on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Newton now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. On first down, Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the gun on third down, Breeze. It's complete to Hopkins. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you, but the defense has all 3 timeouts.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Darius Slay with a pick.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Yo, 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 yo. 14. Hey, 2.
From the 24, Breeze. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Gun.
A final shot before the break. Newton looking deep downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Report. Coach, this is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 78 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it, and he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich thrown against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
45 to Mike. 45. 11. Bravo. Let him know. 45. Mike, 45.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's Stills bringing it in. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Newton on third down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, with that incompletion, let's tap into the useless facts file, shall we? 3 guys with the last name Allen got the start in Week 9. Josh in Buffalo, Kyle in Carolina, Brandon in Denver. All 3 got the win. And, Charles, that's the first time in league history that 3 QBs sharing the last name won on the same weekend.
How about that? And I think for Brandon Allen, his first start as well, so not bad. Now, throw in the guys who have the same last name and their starts. Let's go to 2000. The Johnsons, Brad, Doug, and Rob. And in 1984, we're really digging deep here. I love this. Dave, Wade, and Mark Wilson. Now, to my recollection,
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will
now, I never seen somebody actually pick that.
42-yard line. And this will probably be the Now following the interception, here's Newton. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Newton. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. A first down there on a pickup at 25. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Von Miller make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. 3rd and long. It's Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
We're good, we're good. Let's go, ready. 5. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Breeze now to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game,
and here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Ready? 5-9. Mark 54. Silver.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Ready? Yellow lady. First down. 54. Rush in.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked off by Pat Tillman. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now a 5-time All-Pro. Here's Gale Sayers. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Sayers. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Luke Kuechly just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They run with Sayers. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now Sayers. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force your run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
We're scoreless after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The fake punt gets them 10, and that changes things as they've got a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Again, they'll run with Sayers. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
From the 29, Newton, they get it to Sayers on the screen. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Gun. You're not ready. You're not ready. Hey,
Throwing on third down, Newton. The quick slant caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. You've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.